Hello everybody, my name is Adam. I'm going to be filming some videos on some different firearms training things for the Informed Gun Owner subreddit. This video is going to be on proper dry fire practice. Okay? So I've been a professional firearms instructor for about 8 years now, and it's a cliche in the firearms world. You're going to hear it over and over and over again, dry fire, dry fire, dry fire. What you very seldom hear though is the proper way to do dry fire. Typically what you hear is somebody tell you to put a piece of brass on top of your slide, point your gun, pull the trigger. If the brass falls off, you did bad. If the brass stays on, you did good. Okay? And they don't tell you what to do afterwards. It's just, you did bad, you did good. That's it. So what I'm going to tell you guys is how to do the proper follow-up after dry fire. So let's get into it. So I've got my pistol right here. First and most important thing that you're going to do whenever you're doing dry fire is clear your weapon. You do not want to have a round go. This is dry fire, not live fire. Okay? So I double check that my pistol's clear. Now, the next thing that you need is your gun and something to aim at. Right? For me, I use this little white push pin that I pushed into my garage wall. Works great because at about 2 feet, it's actually smaller than my front sight. So this is the basics of dry fire, right? I'm going to point it at that. I'll press the trigger. And then I like to follow up with a tap rack reassess of my target to kind of reinforce that habit of a malfunction on the weapon. Right. You don't really need the brass or the penny or whatever you put on the top because your gun has this front sight on it. And the front sight is connected to the muzzle. The muzzle is where the bullet goes. So as long as that front sight doesn't move, then it was a good shot. If the front sight does move, then it was a bad shot. So that's where the next step in dry fire and where the usual break happens. So I need to go through and actually watch my front sight, see if it moves, see if it doesn't. From there, what I can do is stop, assess why it moved. Did I jerk the trigger? Did I apply too much pressure with one of my hands? Was my sight off? Was my stance off? Was my grip off? Whatever it was, because they're your hands, you need to be able to assess yourself. But you stop, assess what happened, and then don't make that same mistake on the next one. That's the most important part. Follow it up with another shot. Do not make the same mistake. If you make another mistake, great. We're learning. We're getting better. Like I said, I've been a professional firearms instructor for quite a while. I make bad shots. I make bad shots all the time. Some of the best shooters in the world make bad shots. The difference between being a good shooter and a bad shooter is being able to assess why you made a bad shot and correcting your malfunctions. So, one more time, watch my front sight and see if it moves. All right. No movement on that one. Now, if I do something wrong, you see the dip in the front sight. Now on that one, I anticipated this shot. I did it on purpose so that you could see what's going on. So the front sight dipped, I anticipated the shot. Now what I would do is I stop, go back, okay, this is why that happened. From there, take another shot, follow it up, don't make that same mistake again. Thank you.